Hello there, and welcome to the instructional video for how to navigate the page for the 5th Annual Virtual Interpreter Job Fair, hosted by Found in Translation, CCCS, and 4Health Consulting at UMass Chan Medical School. I will now begin screen sharing. So at 5 p.m. Eastern Time on November 14th, you should be receiving the link to this page in the email that you are receiving this video at. This page will allow you to access all of the virtual booths for our vendors and includes a bunch of helpful instructions, this video, and some tips and tricks for getting recruiter attention at our job fair. Once you click the link in the email, you'll be taken to this page where we kindly ask you to scroll down. You can see the duration of the event and the date in our banner, and then you'll encounter important event information. This first part is the PDF, which includes extra details about our participating vendors. This includes a description of the organization with information that they'd like you to know, as well as some credentials and experience that they're looking for in hirees and applicants. You can click here to view and download the PDF, and it should come up in a new window. If the font is too small at the bottom of your screen, you should be able to zoom in and make it larger, and then scroll using the bars to the left or right or the bottom of your page. This document includes links to each of the vendors' websites, the category of whether or not they are an employer, a training program, both, or our special certification category, specifically for our Certification Commission for Healthcare Interpreters. They also include the description, languages that they're looking for, where they are accepting residents from, or applicants from, the types of interpretation and assignments and trainings that they will be offering and that they're expecting their interpreters to be able to conduct, as well as credentials and years of experience that they are looking for in hirees. While some of them may have selected all 4 of the credentials that we have offered for them to select, it is probably still worth checking a vendor that even if you do not have all of the credentials listed. This PDF will also be available in the email that this video came in as well, so you're welcome to download it from there or the day of. However, we highly recommend that you review this PDF prior to attending the fair. That way you can select which organizations that you want to view and prioritize who to go to. Some digital resources are listed here and linked in case you would like a refresher or to learn how to use Zoom or Google Meet, which the majority of our vendors will be using for this fair. We also include instructions on how to utilize the page, which documents to review, and then how to utilize the virtual rooms. This video is from last year, and it will be replaced with the video I am currently recording. So you can always review this video back on the page on the day of. And then we also have our event help desk, where I and a couple of my colleagues, event organizers, are going to be available for the duration of the event to answer any questions that you have live the day of. You can click the red button here in order to access that Zoom meeting. Below that, we have some tips and tricks We actually highly recommend going over these before entering any of the vendor rooms. They will help you prepare on how to catch people's attention as well as potentially avoid a crowd. For example, our very first recommendation is that you actually start from the bottom and go upwards, or you choose a vendor in the middle of the pack. Many attendees, especially those that may come to the page without viewing this video first, are going to start from the top and go down. Therefore, you might end up with a crowd if you happen to do the same strategy. The other tips includes having your cameras on and microphones muted, being ready to take notes, being well prepared with your resume and any other deliverables, as well as encouraging you to start a dialogue, whether in the chat or by raising your virtual hand with your hosts. And then finally, we reach the virtual rooms. So these rooms are linked below. A very brief introduction to the employer or training program. Their logo is present along with their name, their category, a link to their website, the languages that they're looking for, the job types available, and whether or not they're accepting residents of certain places, certain states, or certain countries. Once you are ready and have chosen a virtual room that you'd like to visit, you can go ahead and click the red button below after reviewing all this information. This should take you to either a Zoom or a Google Meet meeting for the majority of our vendors, and then you can begin interacting with the recruiters that are in that room. Once again, we recommend that you start from either the bottom or somewhere in the middle of the pack, perhaps at a priority vendor that you've already reviewed in our PDF and that you are particularly interested in. That way you can avoid some of the crowding that might occur or at the beginning of the fair. You are welcome to exit and leave a meeting at any time and then return if it happens to be too crowded. Here's another preview of the many wonderful vendors that have given their time to be available for this fair. And real quick, I will also demonstrate what it will feel like to be clicking and entering the Zoom room. So if a vendor is using Zoom, it will end up looking quite like this, where it brings you to this page. You may get a pop-up asking if you want to open Zoom meetings. I would go ahead and just click Open Zoom Meetings. Or if you don't get this pop-up and the Zoom meeting does not start automatically, please hit the Launch Meeting button and you should be taken to that vendor's room. This is a placeholder meeting I put in the Event Help Desk button for now, but the day of, it should go to the correct link. Similarly, for a Google Meet, I have placed a placeholder meeting here to show you what that looks like. Once you click on this link, you will be taken to a page that looks like this. You can adjust your microphone and camera setting here if you'd like. And when you are ready, you can either ask to join or join the meeting that is present. And that wraps up the instructional video for our 5th annual virtual interpreter job fair. Please keep an eye out for the link at 5 p.m. November 14th, Eastern Time. And we'll be looking forward to seeing you at the fair. Thank you very much.